So children, some questions we will revise in cell lesson. Children, all of you see here. So we have discussed about the differences between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, and we also discussed the difference between plant cell and animal cell, and also we have discussed everything about nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, chloroplast, plastids, vacuoles, Golgi bodies, and lysosomes, whatnot. Everything we have discussed, the children. Now we'll do some of the important questions in this lesson. If you know the answers, you can tell children. Very short questions. First, I'm discussing. First one. When a living plant cell loses water through osmosis, there is a contraction. What is this phenomenon called? When a cell loses the water, cell will shrink. When cell loses water, cell will shrink. This process is called what, children? Anyone? When cell loses water, cell will shrink. This process of shrinking is called, anyone?
Plasmolysis.
Very good. Plasmolysis means plasma membrane is broken down. Suppose if it absorbs water, cell will swell. If it absorbs water, cell will swell. This is called what, anyone? Cell will swell. What is this process called? Turgidity. What is it called? Turgidity. Losing of the water is called plasmolysis, and gaining of the water and therefore swelling is called turgidity. Okay, next. Name the cell organelle responsible for intracellular transport. Anyone? Intracellular transport. Intracellular transport.
Endo
Very good.
Endoplasmic reticulum.
Endoplasmic reticulum. Intracellular transport. Endoplasmic reticulum. Name the functional unit of DNA that carries genetic information. This is
Chromosome.
chromosomes. On the chromosomes, DNA will be there. On DNA, what is there? Functional unit of DNA is called
Gene.
functional unit of DNA is called gene.
Genes.
Functional unit of DNA is called gene. Functional unit of DNA is called gene, which helps in transfer of characters from parents to offspring. Okay, children, next. What makes lysosomes effective digestive bags? Why lysosomes are called suicidal bags of cell? Because they have
Digestive enzyme. Digestive enzymes.
digestive enzymes which can kill foreign bacteria and foreign cells, and when cell is about to die, it can digest its own cell also. Okay, next one. Powerful digestive enzymes lysosomes have. The raisins added to porridge swell up after some time. Name the process involved. Why do raisins when kept in water swell? Why do raisins kept in water swell? Because of, why do they swell? Because of
Osmosis. Osmosis.
osmosis. Raisins when you keep in water, they swell because of osmosis. Okay, children, next question. No one is saying, only 1-2 students are telling answers. Which part of the cell in eukaryotic organisms plays an important role in cellular reproduction? Who help in cellular reproduction?
Nucleus.
Nucleus. Indirectly, nucleus will play important role in cellular reproduction. Okay, because DNA, chromosomes, everything are there in the nucleus. Next one. How DNA is present in a cell which is dividing and which is not dividing? If cell is dividing, DNA is present in chromosomes. If cell is dividing, DNA is present in chromosomes. If cell is not dividing, DNA is present in chromatin. Chromatin reticulum. Chromosomes are only like this, tightly coiled, children, they are present like this. But when cell is about to divide, they will become chromosomes. When cell is not dividing, chromosomes are called chromatin. When cell is not dividing, chromosomes are called chromatin. When cell is dividing, chromatin becomes chromosomes. Chromatin and chromosomes are same. This is when cell is not dividing, this is when cell is dividing. It is tightly coiled like a thread bundle. Okay, chromatin. But when cell is about to divide, all the chromatin reticulum becomes chromosomes. Chromatin will become what, children? Chromosomes. Chromatin will become what, children? Chromosomes.
Chromosome.
Can anyone tell what is the powerhouse of a cell?
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria. What is the powerhouse of a cell, children? Mitochondria. What is the powerhouse of a cell? Mitochondria. Next, which is called as suicidal bags of the cell?
Lysosome. Lysosome.
No one is telling, only 2 students are telling, Shenmukh and Nandika, that's it. Lysosomes. Name the nucleic acid present in the cell. What are the nucleic acids present in the cell? Can anyone abbreviate DNA, children? Can anyone
Deoxyribonucleic acid, ribonucleic acid.
deoxyribonucleic acid. What are the nucleic acids present in the cell? Means no one is saying DNA and RNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. What is the full form of RNA?
Ribonucleic acid.
Ribonucleic acid. RNA is present in prokaryotes. DNA is present in eukaryotes. DNA is very very important. Okay, it helps in transfer of characters from the parents to offspring. Name two organelles in plant cells that contain their own genetic material and ribosomes. Two cell organelles which has their own genetic material and ribosomes. Two cell organelles which has their own DNA and ribosomes. Two cell organelles.
Mitochondria, plastids.
Very, very, very good. Nana. Very good. Mitochondria and plastids have their own DNA and their own ribosomes. Their own DNA and their own ribosomes. Actually, DNA and ribosomes are present in the cell. But mitochondria and plastids have their own DNA and their own ribosomes, children. Okay? Next one, 13th one. Which cell organelle is responsible for release of energy in the form of ATP?
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria. Next question, children. What are chromosomes made up of? Chromosomes are made up of.
Chromatin material.
Chromosomes are made up of. Chromosomes are made up of DNA. Chromosomes are made up of DNA. Chromosomes are made up of DNA. Chromosomes are made up of DNA and histones. Chromosomes are made up of DNA and histones. Chromosomes are made up of DNA. Chromosomes are made up of DNA. Next one. Where are genes located? Where are genes present?
DNA.
This is chromosomes. In the chromosomes, this is DNA. On DNA, genes are located. Genes are located on DNA. DNA is present in chromosome. Chromosome is present in nucleus. Genes are present on DNA. DNA are present in chromosomes. Chromosomes are present on nucleus. Next one. How does amoeba obtain its food?
By process of endocytosis.
Endocytosis. Very good. Amoeba obtain its food by endocytosis, cell drinking. Endocytosis. I told you, no children. This is amoeba. Amoeba will capture its food. Amoeba will capture its food and it will take the food. That is called cell drinking. Is called endocytosis. Next, what is the chemical composition of cell wall in plants and fungi? Cell wall is made up of. Cell wall is made up of anyone? Cell wall is made up of at least one student. Cell wall is made up of
Cellulose.
Cellulose.
Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Children, you should know that plasma membrane is made up of lipoprotein. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Name two single cell organelles which are found in animal cell. Name two single cell organelles. Single cell wall. Children, cell organelles have double cell wall. Children, double membranes. Single membrane cell organelles. You don't know this one. I will say lysosomes and peroxisomes. Lysosomes and peroxisomes. These have single membrane. Normally, all mitochondria, plastids have double membrane, children, but they have single membrane. Who are they? Lysosomes and peroxisomes. Name two single lysosomes and peroxisomes. Next, what is the chemical? How do substances like CO2 and water move into cell and out of the cell? Into the cell and out of the cell.
Diffusion.
Gases go by diffusion and liquids go by osmosis. Gases goes by diffusion, liquids go by osmosis. Next one. What is the role of smooth endoplasmic reticulum? What is the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Main function of smooth endoplasmic.
Synthesis of fats and proteins.
Pardon?
Synthesis of fats and proteins.
Fats and proteins. This will synthesize only fats. Proteins are synthesized by rough endoplasm. Okay, this is smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in fats and transportation and also removing poisons from the body, etc., etc. Okay, next one, 21st question. Which type of animal cell lacks mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum? In our body, one cell don't have mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum. Which cells of the body don't have mitochondria? Which cells in our body don't have mitochondria? Anyone? Which cells in our body don't have mitochondria?
RBC.
RBC don't have mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum, children. Remember? Okay, remember, children? RBC don't have mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum. Remember forever, children. Okay, next question. Please try to answer, children. Write two statements to show that lysosomes are aptly called suicidal bags because they have powerful
Digestive enzymes.
digestive enzymes. They kill foreign bacteria, and when cell is about to die, it will digest its own cell.
Digest whole
It
cell.
will digest its own cell. It will digest its own cell also. When cell is about to die, it will digest its own cell. How are chromatin, chromatids, chromosomes related to each other? Children, what is the difference between chromatin, chromosome, chromatid? Anyone? Anyone in the class? What is the difference between chromatin, chromosome, chromatid? When cell is not dividing,
Sir, when cell is not dividing, chromatin or DNA is present in chromatin.
no,
When cell is dividing,
chromosomes are in the yeah, chromosomes are in
DNA
the
is
form.
present in.
No, no, don't talk about DNA. DNA they asked, that's why I told DNA. When cell is not dividing, children, are you able to hear me? Children, are you able to hear it?
Yes, sir.
So children, chromosomes, children, chromatin means thread-like structures. Chromosomes are present in the form of thread-like structures like this when cell is not dividing. The thread-like structures will become chromosomes when cell is dividing. Okay, and this the arms of chromosomes are called as chromatids. The arms of the chromosomes are called chromatids. The arms of the chromosomes are called chromatids. The arms of the chromosomes are called chromatids. Arms are called chromatids. Try to understand. Arms are called chromatin. When cell is not dividing, chromatin. When cell is dividing, chromatin only becomes chromosomes. The arms of the chromosomes are called chromatid. Okay, children, next one. What are the consequences of following conditions? When cell is kept in high concentration, what happens? When cell is kept in high concentration, when a cell is kept in high concentration, then what happens? Exosmosis. It loses water. When it loses water, it will become plasmon.
Plasmosis.
When cell is kept of same concentration, no effect. When cell is kept in same concentration, no effect. When cell is kept in low concentration,
Endosmosis.
Endosmosis.
endosmosis. Because of endosmosis, it will swell, and swelling is called turgid. If you keep in higher concentration, it loses water. If you keep in lower concentration, it takes water. If you keep in higher concentration, it loses water. If you keep in low concentration, it takes water. Okay, children? Next question. Next, what kind of plastids are more common in roots? In roots, mostly what you will see, children, in roots, what you will see? In roots, you will see leucoplast. In roots, you will see leucoplast. Remember, children. In leaves,
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast.
chloroplast. In flowers,
Chromoplast.
very good. Chromoplast. Chromoplast. In roots, you will see leucoplast. In leaves, you will see chloroplast. In flower, you will see chromoplast, because they will give different colors, children. All these are different types of plastids, children. You can know. Why do plant cell possess large size vacuole? In plants, why vacuoles are big? Because
To store.
they store cell sap. They store cell sap, children. They store cell sap that gives turgidity to the vacuole. They store cell sap, children. because they store cell sap. Vacuoles are bigger in plants than animals. Okay, children. In nucleus, children, this is cell. In the cell, we have nucleus. And what are the main compositions of nucleus? Number one, nuclear membrane. Number one is nuclear membrane. Number two, nucleoplasm. The liquid which is present inside the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. What is it called, children? Nucleoplasm.
Nucleoplasm.
And number three, what is there, children? A dark stained body is
Nucleus.
present. Nucleolus is present. Dark stained body, nucleolus. And fourth one, chromatin, reticulum or chromosomes. Chromatin, reticulum or chromosomes. Okay, so what are the parts of nucleus, children? Nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, chromosome. Say all of you, nuclear membrane,
Nuclear membrane.
nucleoplasm,
Nucleoplasm. Nucleolus.
chromatin.
Chromatin.
Okay, nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, chromatin. Okay, so children, last time, nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, chromatin. Like this they are present, children. Like this they are present. Okay, so next one, children. I hope you are able to understand, children. Next one. In what respect plastids are similar to mitochondria? How plastids and mitochondria are similar? Can anyone tell? They have their own
DNA
mitochondria. They have their own ribosomes.
DNA.
They are both are double membrane.
Double
They
membrane.
have double membrane. They have their own mitochondria. They have their own ribosomes. They have their own. Both have double membrane. They both have double membrane. Okay, children. If you see mitochondria, it looks like this. If you see chloroplast, it looks like this, children. I hope you all know. I told you many times. Draw diagrams, whether asked or not in the exam. Whether they ask or not, impress the examiner by drawing small diagrams. Okay. Next one. In what type of enzymes are present in lysosomes? What type of enzymes are present in lysosomes?
Powerful digestive enzyme.
Strong digestive enzymes. Okay, children. Expand DNA. What is DNA full form, children?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Deoxyribonucleic acid. In which part of the cell it is found? Where DNA is found?
Chromosomes.
Chromosome.
In nucleus on chromosomes. In nucleus on chromosomes. Okay, what is its function? It has genes which help in transfer of characters from parents to offspring. It has genes. What are genes? What are their function? What are genes, children? The functional part of the
Hereditary
DNA.
functional part of DNA.
How do you define gene, anyone? How do you define gene?
Functional part of DNA.
Functional part of the DNA is called gene. Functional part of DNA is called gene. Functional part of the DNA is called gene, children. What is its function? They help in transfer of characters from parents to offspring, and they are responsible for many cell secretions and determining specific cell functions also, children. Okay, so mainly they help in transfer of characters from parents to offspring. Okay, children, I told you, no, children. Okay, so how it is present, I told you, no. This is chromosome, children. This is chromosome. In the chromosomes, this is DNA. DNA is coiled, children. Or the functional part of the DNA are genes. These genes are responsible for transfer of characters from parents to offspring. Genes are responsible for transfer of characters from parents to offspring. Okay, so what are genes? Functional parts of the DNA. The function, the part of the DNA which help in the function of transferring the characters from parents to offspring is DNA. A gene. Okay, so in genes, what is the function? Is transfer of characters. So some more questions are there, children. We'll discuss tomorrow. Okay.